All right, we are live. What's going on,
What's
guys?
going on? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
We got
Thanksgiving.
we got the crew. We're back.
Yeah.
The OG crew. Everybody, you got myself, Mr. Mensa, host of Off the Cuff. Got Prince Malcolm, also host of Off the Cuff, and my man King Creole. All right.
What's happening?
Today we got a special guest. We have Bill, CEO of Bash Gaming, with us today.
Big Bill.
Yo.
Hey, lots been happening this year. We've heard this about some UNICO announcement. Then I see my man Bill coming up with some teasers. So I'm gonna kick it over to you, King Creole.
Well, first, man, thank you, Mensa. Man, I'm feeling good right now. I just left my aunt's house. It's Thanksgiving. I'm in Louisiana. It's nothing like getting that family love. I love LA, but it's nothing like walking into the bayou, seeing family, seeing your cousins. It's like a family reunion. So I'm here, about to help moms in the kitchen. But I had to spend some time because Bill got some big announcements.
Yeah.
But I got an announcement. And as marketing for Bash, I wanted to make an announcement and let everybody know we got a new member to the marketing team. And that's none other than our boy Prince Malcolm. And I wanted to formally welcome him to the team. Prince Malcolm, for those that don't know, man, Prince Malcolm has put in work. Prince Malcolm got 9 lives because that brother done been through a lot.
Man.
And we just thankful to have him around. The brother, I'm about to call Prince Malcolm 50 Cent.
Man.
He's got 9 lives, man. And that means, you know what that means? When you see somebody like Prince Malcolm, that means he's got a purpose.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Prince Malcolm has a purpose in life. He's not meant to get taken out because he's dodging all kind of shit. So we need to make sure we make Prince Malcolm useful. Prince Malcolm, you see him on the social media platforms. He's reaching out to developers. He's reaching out to licensing holders. This dude is not scared to talk to nobody. I seen.
Oh, you got muted, my man.
He muted.
He's gone.
God, you on mute, bro.
I'll fix him.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Yep.
Oh, so I said Prince Malcolm is not afraid to talk to nobody. I've seen the brother reach out to Janet Jackson camp. That's how bold this brother is.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to welcome him to the team. So for those in the world there, all licensing stuff, all outreach when it comes to these developers, Prince Malcolm is going to be handling that. Please see Prince Malcolm. Don't call me. Don't call Mensa. Don't call Six. And don't call Bill, please. You go and reach out to Prince Malcolm. Prince Malcolm will let us know what he's got and present to us. So if anybody out there is interested in working with the Bash Box, Pocket Bash, anything to do with any type of developers that want to bring their game to the platform, that's the guy to see. And we just wanted to formally announce that to the world. We know Prince does this off the goodness of his heart.
Yes.
We wanted to give him an official capacity. So thank you, Old Man Ruckus, for the blessing. Six,
thank you.
And welcome to the team, Prince Malcolm. We got high expectations. We are looking forward to seeing what you bring to the table. So appreciate it, man.
Hey, man.
May I address this question?
Go ahead.
It's not even about that. It's about family.
Yep.
We're learning together. You know, if we're not CEOs, we're not millionaires, we're not billionaires. We're learning, we're developing, we're growing, and together we'll become experts.
So one, I gotta say, Prince, man, it's my privilege to have you in here. These guys said, like, hey man, how you feel about Prince getting in there? I was like, what? He's not already here? What are you talking about? What do you mean? You know what I mean? It's always been, you know what I mean? I've seen you, I've seen you get there, and I've seen you do so many things, man, for iArcade. I've seen, and I'm just super happy you're here, hustling these for us, because you know me, I super appreciate it. I super appreciate everything you did. I super appreciate you, all the developers. I see it on X all the time, what you be doing. So the fact that you're helping us is super duper appreciative for me, bro. So thank you again for coming here and doing your thing, because I super fan anyway.
And if I may give a shout out to Will from JLS Gaming for
Hey,
supporting
shout out
us
Will.
And supporting our brand and pushing us out there as well. And everyone helping each other, and we thank everybody in this community for that.
Oh yeah.
So, Mister, the word on the street is that Bill, man, it's been a lot of social media hype. There's been a lot of comments made. Mister, is that true? I don't know. Bill got some shit going. Is that what we're going to hear tonight?
It's creepy because your face is frozen.
Just stepped out. Hey man, Haywood's got a point, man. He said, me and him were, we had a nice conversation on the post. Haywood, that's my bro.
Yeah,
so,
he's a good guy, great guy.
He was putting out some accurate information about UNICO. And I'm like, this is what me and Jay were talking about before. So, when he was putting it out there, I'm like, I've seen like 4 or 5 different YouTube videos talking about what it is. I'm putting out there, there's a whole speculation that I'm putting out a Marvel cabinet. And I saw my post, was like, okay, they took this as I'm not putting out Marvel. I'm not putting out Marvel. Disney, do not come to my door trying to shoot me. I don't have any licenses to Disney. I'm not even actually looking to get one. So, that's it's a big thing. But yeah, I'm not looking up to put out any Marvels. I was literally talking about the cab and
anything's possible, family. Anything's possible.
My friends.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible down the line, but please do not have Disney coming to my door talking about, what do you mean you got Marvel? I do not have Marvel. I've been through this with Capcom once with Street Fighter. I don't have it. It's not to say, I don't have some stuff planned in the background, but because my marketing team is right here, I can't say too much because they'll cut me off.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who's Bill?
Who is Bill? Who is Old Man Ruckus, and how did you get that name, miss? I want to know. How did he get that name?
Yeah.
Old Man Ruckus is because I'm old. I used to be Shin Ruckus back in my FGC days. And, back from Street Fighter tournaments, Tekken tournaments back in the day, it was Shin Ruckus. Then as I got older, my daughter started attending these tournaments. They said, somebody came to me and was like, you're just an old man now. You got, your daughter is now Shin Ruckus after she won that Tekken tournament. And Old Man Ruckus just stuck ever since. It's always been like the Wolverine thing, where Wolverine became Old Man Logan and Laura became Wolverine. But that's how we are right now. My daughter, she was going by Shin Ruckus back in her early days, going into tournaments. She's not in the FGC, in the esports like that anymore. But that's where she was as Shin Ruckus, and that was Old Man Ruckus.
How'd you come up with Bash Gaming Studios?
So Bash is actually how it started. It was an offshoot of a venture me and my cousin started. Me and my cousin Ashton. Now we started ABM software development, and we were doing production software for other companies. We pretty much selling software at the back of our truck, like Jay-Z style. And then when we developed this app called Snipped, which was basically a haircut app, but it was basically Uber for haircuts. Mm-hmm. After that, I was like, I want to make a game to like market this app. That became Snip Crush. I marketed Snip Crush under Bash. Bash was going to be like the media, the fun side of everything. So Snip Crush actually took off. Snip Crush made more money in a week than Snip Crush ever made. Snip ever made. And, we stuck with it ever since. My cousin Ashton, he's actually doing super big things in government contracting space. So, big shout out to him. That's my brother right there. But, Billy and Ashton is what Bash is. And the name is stuck ever since. It's always been, that was our legacy. He's not too involved in it anymore, but he does care. It's my cousin, it's my brother. That's, he's still there. But it's always been, this was our thing. And Bash has just stuck ever since.
Wow. Okay. I never knew that.
I love knowing origin stories to names. There's a history, there's a meaning behind our avatars, our online personas, and I think it's really interesting to get a deep dive into that.
Definitely.
One of the cool parts about Off the Cuff is, we like to not only get to your point eventually, but, talk about some nostalgia and whatnot. As a kid growing up, I'm assuming you love video games. What would it be one of your best games or your arcade moments that you remember?
Arcade. I got Pac-Man tatted on my arm. Like I got Logan. So I got the the heaven symbol from Akuma, but I got that on my back too.
Yeah,
It's like
he
Akuma.
living.
I got
He's about that
so
life, guys.
Street Fighter gaming was my life, but yeah, I got I definitely got started off with Street Fighter, back in the day. Now I come from the hood, so when I'm like 8, 9 years old, I'm playing Street Fighter 2, and I'm good. The drug dealers around the way, they used to use me as one of the kids that like they would take me to other hoods with the other local nerds, and they would bet on us.
Y'all were the money
and we didn't care because we got to play Street Fighter for free. And I was hanging with the the big dudes. So that's
how much
was.
money I had on you.
Oh yeah, but that's what it was. The local drug dealers, they'll grab me, they'll take me to different hoods with the other local nerds, and then we would duke it out of Street Fighter.
That's interesting.
I swear to God, it's
I believe it.
It was like the nerd version of
above the rim type shit.
It was like the nerd version of dog fighting. Like they would I would go to the other corners, like I would go to another corner store, I would go to like the pizza stores, and the drug dealers around there, they was like always cool with everybody,
Right.
It's not like it was like beef or nothing.
Right,
it was like that was what they did for fun. They made nerds fight in Street Fighter. And I didn't care. I got to play Street Fighter for free. They fed me and everything. And then, as I got older,
free meal. I said free meal.
Oh yeah. Right. But you know what it is? As I got older, one in particular, his name is Rob. That's my brother. He passed away a few years back, but he was always like, when I got older, I'm like, they're making all the money. And I actually went to try to sell crack. This did not work out for me. This was a short-lived career.
All right, Pinkett.
So Rob grabbed me. So that means like, what are you doing out here? I'll tell you about this.
Yep.
So then he bought me my first laptop and was like, this is what you do. This is what you stick to. I want you doing nothing else. Yep. And then when I went to Iraq, when I was in the army, he used to fuss. He was like, what did I tell you? He was like, did I tell you this? You stick with computers? But I talked to him every day, up until he passed away. So, this was the drug dealers raised me. They made sure I was out the streets. It was like somebody from the hood's got to make it. So
when I did robotics, STEM took a lot of urban city kids off the streets. They would get these internships with these high-level Fortune 500 companies all through First Robotics. It was a great program. So I understand what you're talking about there.
Oh, yeah. Plus, a lot of it was coming from the old days where my mom would be like, video games ain't going to pay your bills. Like, oh, really? Man, now, back in the day, it's like, all right.
Look at me now, mama.
Yeah, You like that money coming through now.
25 cents went a long way. You can get a bunch of candy for that back in the day.
Oh, yeah. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot of where I am today was just proving a lot of people wrong. And I don't want to make it seem like my mom's always hating on me because my mom is like one of my biggest supporters. So, shout out to her in case she's watching too. I know my dad's watching. So my parents knew it was like, all right, if he's not going to be a gay, he's going to be a supervillain or something because he's got to do something with computers because something's wrong with this boy. But, this is where it's been, from getting in trouble, from hacking back in the days, even with UNICO, with Neo Severe, the big UNICO spokesperson. Me and him started off with the Hilo stick. He stuck with UNICO. He's doing super great over there with UNICO. He's putting out a lot of stuff from over there. And then Ryan came with me. Honky Kong. He came with me over to Bash, and this is what we've been doing ever since. We started off the wrong way. And we've stuck with that instead, where other people they'll hide their stuff. Now, I've always leaned into it. I've always leaned to the fact that I had to literally hustle my way in here. I had to break walls down because doors wouldn't open for me. Jay happened to be on the other side. It was like, why don't you just knock on the door? I didn't know I could do that here. But, and then that's where, my whole relationship with UNICO began because it was Jay literally, me kicking the doors in with the Hilo stick, hacking all his stuff. And, eventually it came down to, he's like, you could just ask. And he was like, oh, I didn't know I could do that.
So you come a long way. And speaking of Jay, it's one of the reasons why you're here today.
Yes.
So let's pivot to that. You have a pretty big announcement today.
Oh yeah. So, with the everybody starts seeing the post with the Pocket Bash and with the Bash Box. I had to clean up some things on the website to make sure everything was accurate and for everything. But I made the pre-orders. I made the pre-orders live. Back then. So you can go got sabotaged real quick. The powers to be shut it down. Yes and no, but UNICO from, they never actually went away. So, getting back on here, where we are currently, it's always been, I've been here. I've been working with Bash. Jay has been behind me every step of the way, even with the Pocket Bash venture, with the Bash Box venture. Jay was the one saying, "Hey, we had these ideas. This was I brought this to you, Mensa, and King Creole. We was talking about this since July. Like, hey, this is where we had it, and then even before July, me and Jay was talking about since April. It's like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is how I feel like we can do this. This has been ongoing for a little while. This has been in my head for a little over a year because me and Six were talking about this last year. It's like, hey, man, I'm gonna make a console.
I mean, it's awesome to hear you talk about your aspirations and for it finally to come to fruition. I am so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. I saw that you sneaked us a peek about a handheld.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to pivot into that. Can you tell us something about it? I'm going to pull up this website that you have.
Oh, yeah. Now, don't get cut, Bill. Give us what you can give us.
Now, I saw this and I'm like, what is going on, right? So
I'm feeling this.
Talking about a console, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this wouldn't be off the cuff. I wouldn't be me.
Right.
Great friend. But that doesn't excuse me from asking you the hard questions.
Of course.
So for the people out there, for what they're reading, why the hell do I want this thing? Tell me.
Why? So my biggest thing with this was competing against the Ambernick boxes, which, they're great handhelds for what they do. The RG, the 505 were, really good devices, but they're geared towards they're just another retro box. There's something to hold another pair of ROMs on. And I feel like we can do something different with this. It's not just grabbing RetroArch and putting whatever you want on here. It's about getting actual games from developers. People on itch.io. It's like, if you really look on there, and I'm guilty of it myself, I haven't really looked on there until recently. It saw so many people actually putting out great games. They actually there's a whole different section, not just the iArcade squads. I mean, there's a lot of different Android games, a lot of different developers who just need a shot. I was one of those developers. I was one of those guys who, I needed a shot. I had to break my way in. I got with iArcade, I got with @Games, so it was different things where I'm pretty much, I call myself the Jay-Z of this because I literally had to hustle this out of the trunk of my car in order to make some of this stuff happen. That's where I got on Steam, and everybody turned me down up until recently. Now everybody, wants a piece with it. My whole thing is making sure every developer who wants a shot has a shot. Everybody who wants to put it out there, I'm not coming in to take anything from you. Put your stuff on itch.io, you get your money. You make sure you put your stuff out. You want to bring it to our platform. I'll give you the tools so you can optimize for the platform. But it's your game, it's your money. Make what you want. And with
awesome.
the devices themselves, now with Haywood actually brought that up with a lot of different, with those Ambernicks being overpriced, it's coming in at $149. My whole thing has always been keep this at an affordable price point. And I feel like $149, is definitely coming under while still providing a much higher value for what it is. And that's always been the thing.
So for this console, we're talking $149.
Yes, sir.
And it's the handheld we're focusing on. Yep. And it says that we're going to have Android version 10.
Now, I was putting up Android 13 on the post, so I apologize. The Bash box is going to be Android 13. The handheld is going to be Android 10.
But we're going to focus on the handheld portion right now.
Right.
So we got Android 10. Is it possible down the line for it to have higher, or right now we're just looking at 10 because of the limitations of maybe the chip or whatever, or is it possible?
So I was thinking 10 or 11, to be honest with you.
Okay.
11 still might work, but
it's
not going to provide a bigger benefit than in just having 10. It's just a higher number. But 10 is optimized for a lot of, the AOSP overall is super optimized at Android 10 versus Android 11 to what you still can actually do. You can actually put this on Android 11 if you want to. You can go up to Android 13 if you want to, but you're not going to get the same, you're not going to get the same experience out of Android 13 that you would out of Android 10 with this device, only because it's more optimized, and then the Android 13 has higher requirements.
All right, so here we go.
Mhm.
I'd like you to address this.
This will not be iArcade in handheld form. Hell no. This will not be iArcade in handheld form
This is not the
Damn,
iArcade
at all.
handheld
God,
form.
no. This is not iArcade in Android. This is going to have Google Play support. It's also going to come with UNICO standard global match. Global match. Now, this is where the iArcade comparisons probably can come in, is that you will be able to buy retro titles off of global match and be able to play them online the same way you could with iArcade. iArcade only had specific games online, to where Global Match will have everything online. And you'll also be able to download games from the Google Play Store. You'll be able to download games from the Amazon market, whatever market you want to get in here. Plus, you'll have the ability to sideload your own titles. So when you get those games from itch.io, you'll be able to play the games as you want to play them. You know, the whole purpose of this is to be as open as possible without contributing to illegality, without contributing to piracy, stuff like that.
Right. So will this have what type of charging port will this have?
USB-C.
With that USB-C, is it possible with that to openly basically flash other stuff to your own hardware that you wanted? Okay.
You'll be able to put, and it'll be expandable. I don't know if I put that up there, but you definitely can put in your own SD card in there too.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what I was alluding to asking. Yes.
Okay.
So
that's a big deal there.
It is. We got a processor. We're talking to layman people. A lot of people just don't know this stuff. So I'm going to ask these questions to get them out. It says Cortex A53. Why do I care? What's that?
So let's talk about Bo knows Tecmo. He says,
Sorry,
will it play Crysis? This is strong enough to play Crysis. I don't know if it's on Google Play or not, but I do know there's different versions of, for a processor like this, it'll play probably Crysis 1 at 720 or maybe low specs, but it's not for the higher end games. It'll play some better games on there. It'll definitely play Call of Duty Mobile. It'll play Roblox. It'll play, those games that people really are into. It definitely plays Fortnite. Fortnite actually is really good on here, but it's not for higher end games. You don't want to sit here and play Street Fighter 6 on this, because if you could, it'll kill the battery. But you definitely want to get in there and play the quicker games, play those Doodle Taxis, play that Donut Dodo, stuff like that. Well, it'll work with here.
Will would the C port help push out HDMI out?
Right now it's a no, and it's software limitation, and it's definitely not something I want to keep saying no to. I'm saying no right now just due to technical limitations.
Okay. And we have a 128 gigabyte flash storage.
Right.
That's quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot. Wi-Fi, obviously, yes. And Bluetooth, yes. We have, you said Bluetooth for headphones, speakers. Right, yes, of course. Yeah, okay, gotcha. That is pretty cool. What about I guess sound? Is that like the speaker here? Or?
Right, it's the speaker and as well the ventilation. Plus, the Bluetooth headphones. It'll even play those stupid PlayStation Portal earphones. So it's like, it's actually pretty smooth. Now, from what I've seen though, it does actually play really well with Xbox, with Remote Play. What Haywood just put up, can it stream out? Of course it can. It's Chromecast. It has Chromecast built in. You definitely can stream that out. This whole thing, you got to remember, I'm the target audience for this. I'm building a handheld for myself. I know that sounds weird.
I'm the target.
Yeah, that's how I'm the target audience. People who play games like I do. People who like those retro modern titles that I don't really play too many Nintendo Switch games. I play 3 Nintendo Switch games: Smash Brothers, Super Mario RPG, and Mario Wonder. That is it. Everything else, I'll play on my computer. If I want to play something higher end, I'll play on my computer. But I'm also very much into indie titles these days. So
yes,
yeah.
I'm into the Skullgirls. I'm into that Donut Dodo, that Cash Cow. You know what I mean? It's I know I'm still a fan of Heavy Metal Titans. You know what I mean? It just granted, I'm biased because my man built it, but
is this layout accurate? Like,
yes.
Just what we can kind of expect to see?
Yep.
Okay. And, I'm obviously biased.
Mm-hmm.
bash. I'm seeing this, but knowing who Bill is and seeing this, I mean, this is pretty cool, man. I'm so proud of you.
So
I
you
am
should
so proud of you.
Vincent, you and King
And you know I
Creole
would say so.
should be proud of yourselves. You know, in case you forgot, you remember how many times you guys had to yell at me about making store stuff working.
Yeah.
You know how many times you get it, we get in here. It's like I told you before. It's like the like Biker Boys when Smoke said, when Slick Will told him to ride, I rode. When Slick Will told me to fall back, I fell back. I followed them.
Gotta fall back.
Good. I'm good because I have an amazing team. You know what
Yes.
I mean? I have, some people were here before, some people aren't here anymore. But the team I currently have, if you go back to the movie State Property, this is the team right here that's going to make sure I'm straight. You know what I mean? It's like every time I make moves. And then if I make a move that you guys think is stupid, Mensa, how many times you come to me and say, hey, Bill, why did you do this dumb shit? Bill, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Right.
Controllers do not detach like on a Switch. They do not.
But here's the good news. Ichabod, you can get Switch-like controllers that can Bluetooth to the device.
You can theoretically just get Switch controllers and just play it on it if you wanted to. It supports all Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so we got a Bluetooth signal out of there too?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
I mean, this is cool. We're all counting on you,
Bill.
So you know what I've been talking about this all the time, man. I'm this is the Catalina fucking wine mixer for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get one shot to make a
You
good
only got
impression.
one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Yeah, man. So it's been, for me, I've made sure everything I've checked box. I've gone back, I've cleaned up, I've yelled, I've screamed, I've gotten yelled at by the entire squad. I don't know how many times Six has sat me down and said, Bill, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's same thing with you, King Creole. It's always, everybody. I'm fortunate to have a team that says, look, Bill, get this right. It's always been make sure things are straight, make sure everybody understands what's coming out, make sure everybody understands that you're doing this, you're trying to do this the right way and for the right reasons. You know what I mean? It's because again, I don't have $1 million in my pocket. I just borrowed $20 from from my dad. Not too long ago.
I'm gonna address this.
No, it doesn't have HDMI out yet. Only
it's limited by the software, but as like he said, that's just a software limitation. So he's not gonna completely nix
I don't want
it out.
Yeah, I don't want to promise it now,
but it's not gonna be promised because you don't make promises that you can't keep. So, but look out for it. But that does not mean it cannot be casted out with the Chromecast.
Oh, yeah.
So you can still stream out. So there's ways to get it on your TV still.
Oh yeah.
So you can use a Chromecast or something like that.
I was just gonna ask that. Can you cast it? That's a good question.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna follow. This may not answer this one, but at the end of this segment, you're gonna be happy about what we'll talk about.
Oh yeah.
I agree, Carl. For a handheld, I believe these are great specs for a handheld.
Now keep in mind, I can't go too far into it.
Bill?
I have plans.
That's it.
That's all I'm gonna say. I have plans.
Now we're gonna move on.
All right.
Yeah, from my standpoint, I'm working on the side with iArcade and trying to help them out with, trying to get them package license deals and games over to their cabinet. This handheld, this is going to be great when these developers hear this, because a lot of them, like we said at the beginning, is there's people that have just great ideas and putting them into these games, but just don't have the outlet to get them out. They have the itch.io's, they have other platforms like Steam, or they get buried in the PSN store or the Xbox store, and they never get discovered. But your handheld gives them the opportunity to explore so many awesome games.
And as being an indie dev, you get caught up with, it costs so much to put out a game in the first place. It's hard for an indie developer who doesn't have a ton of money to, laying around to even get publishing on Nintendo. It's
Yeah.
hard
So
to
you
get
could
publishing on Nintendo.
you can make something specifically for the device, or you can put it on other platforms that can play. The device can play too.
Right.
Online streaming service, the
You can put
itch.io,
if
Ant Stream.
the cool thing is
I
with
assume
developers,
PlayStation Remote.
yeah,
If,
if they want to
Play.
put it on Google Play, this
There you
supports
go.
Google Play.
There
And
you
then
go.
I can help you with getting control. So you want, you have your controls optimized when you want to use it for this. And it's not going to run Android TV on purpose because it does, with that, it limits the actual
Yes.
interface that you can use for it. But with this, you want to make a game that's touchscreen, you want to just put something out there. If it's already on itch.io and it works for, just like those guys who put out those games on the on itch.io for iArcade, they'll just work. You know what I mean? The APKs will just work. You could just take them out the zip file, install the APK on this, they'll just work.
All speculation videos can be referred to off the cuff hosts to the stream, so they can forget the whole we were first. Or
Let me make this clear right now.
The day
I get 30 million messages every day about everything from here. The 3 guys that are above me right now, these are the people to go to. Because I'm not even going to be listening to the BGS page anymore because I got to get these devices out. So I don't really have the same time.
Get it out.
There's a couple people I'm working with licensing, stuff like that. But as far as everything else, go through the men above me.
You got bash related questions. We're right here.
Don't bug 6 either because 6 is
a busy man.
6 is the VP of direction. So everything that happens with these devices, a lot of that
we'll refer him to you if we need to.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff is, 6. I tell you, that man is pressured, and everything is going through his head. I can't tell you the amount of times we have argued to make sure everything was right, and I always listen. It's never been, I don't want to make it seem like there's dissent in my team. It's that I don't have any yes men around me. I have people making sure that I'm straight. That we're all straight because they do this for the love of the game. So I don't have anybody around me just saying, "Oh, Bill, everything you do is a good idea."
More speculation, the better, buddy.
So,
well, I think we beat this one pretty much to death. So up next, something pretty crazy is coming down the pipeline.
Before they do that, they can speculate about what's in this cup.
This one we're about to pivot to, guys. Holy, I'm gonna say it. Shit, we're gonna move down to the pinnacle of gaming.
I got a comment on this one, Mensa. Whenever you pass that mic, I got a comment for this.
King Creole, take it away.
Man, look, let me tell you something. When I saw this, now I ain't no secret. I already got my Poly K Sente. Bill, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Can I hook this back? Because I got a Poly K with PC. Am I able to also throw my bash box on there and switch sources? Is that an option?
Very much so. Not only will it be an option.
Oh, shit.
Not now. This is what I can talk about with. I wish Jay was here because he would be able to go into depth with this. This will not just be a TV console. You can hook it up to TV. It's 4K 120, on the TV. Some games, bowling plays at 4K at 120. Tank Bash is at 4K, but it's not 120. There's other titles. Renzo is updating Heavy Metal Titans to support this. We got some people that are already looking at supporting this at 4K because we've never really had an indie scene this high before.
For the people who are tuning in, though, what the hell's the Bash Box?
The Bash Box is the thing I've been wanting to do my entire life. What I mean? It's always been my dream to put out my own game console. So I've been talking back and forth with Jay since earlier this year about how we're going to do this. We talked chipsets. We went back and forth about the board itself, how the board is going to look, how small it's going to be, how the operating system is going to run, everything. There is a whole lot into making your own game console. I did not know. And there's a shit ton of math. So for all you kids out there looking at STEM, there's a lot of math in this one. So a whole lot.
Okay. I want to talk about the biggest thing that catches my freaking eye.
Yep.
RK 3588 chipset.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why this is probably one of the baddest fairest chipsets of the land right now.
What can I run on that, Mister Bill? What? Give me a game. Make this in layman's terms for a novice like me. What can I put on that?
So the Arcade 3588, the best things I've seen, through Google Play, Call of Duty Warzone is actually really nice.
Warzone? What the hell?
Yeah, there's Call of Duty Warzone mobile. So we got a version that we could try out to see how it runs on here. It's beautiful. It's Call of Duty Warzone mobile, but it's beautiful. Call of Duty mobile was great. Fortnite ran at 120 frames a second. It was nice. Am I using the 8-year-old outdated chipset? I wish,
man. Who gave Haywood a margarita?
This man,
he's on fireball tonight, man.
So when I tell you this is 4K, this actually outputs at 4K resolution. There are some games that actually are going to be 4K. There's some games that are going to be upscaled to 4K. But ultimately, even with global,
there you go, Steven.
Even with global match, it's going to run. Those titles are going to be upscaled where it makes sense, as well as different options for scalers and stuff like that on global match. But for the most part, games that can run 4K will be running at 4K on this box.
So we got an Arcade 3588 chipset, 8 gigabytes of RAM. We got HDMI 2.1, 4K output. We got micro SD cards that could be supported up to 2 terabytes.
Damn.
And we got Android 13 running out of this.
Yes, sir. Now this needed Android 13 because you can't you can't play games at 4K on Android 12 and below.
Right.
So it needs Android 13. I mean, you can. There's ways, but not at an easy rate for developers. The whole idea goes back to just like the handheld. This is for I'm the target audience of this. Guys like me who bought the NVIDIA Shield TV back in the day.
So what's the newest arcade chipset out there?
It's 3580. I believe there's a 99 too, but
But this is it though. This is pretty much the newest one.
It's the latest one, right?
Or latest currently, but but technology always updates. It's
going to evolve.
But this, to me, from what I understand, is an emulation powerhouse.
Right. So my thought process was power with price performance, and in order to keep the price at where I currently have it at $249, I wanted to make sure it was power. One, right. There's enough power to do what you want to, play the games you want to play, and it was something. So I'm not trying to compete with the PlayStation 5. This isn't going to be the PlayStation 5. Now it will compete with a Shield TV, it'll compete with those Android TV boxes, but this right here, it's not for just running all different types of ROMs. You can get different devices to run ROMs, and they'll come with a bunch of ROMs on there. This is for playing real games. You know what I mean? I want to make sure indie devs get their chance to shine. And you still have the Google Play library. You still can play those games on it. You still got Streets of Rage 4 that runs at 4K on here. You still got Ninja Turtles that's free from Netflix. You got NBA 2K, it's free. You got Madden 24, it's free. You got different titles that you can play on here that are free on this console that plays just as well as your console counterpart. Well, I mean, you're not going to get the same graphics out of this that you would out of PlayStation 5, but for what it is still beautiful. It still runs at 4K.
Why do I care if it's Bluetooth 5.0? Like, isn't Bluetooth just Bluetooth?
I always wondered that. What is the differences?
Lag. So guys like me, now I play a lot of King of Fighters. I play a lot of Street Fighter. You know what I mean? You guys know where I come from. The games that are going to be on here, you're going to want to play lagless as possible. You know what I mean? You can't keep it lag free completely, but having Bluetooth 5.0, you hook up your PlayStation 4 controller because you download Street Fighter 4 Championship Edition on Google Play. You don't want lag. You know what I mean? When you're playing Call of Duty with a controller or a keyboard and mouse, you don't want lag.
This is all fine and dandy. You got a piece of hardware coming out and you threw Bash Gaming on the back, but what makes this Bash Gaming? What's going to be in it that makes it Bash?
So I don't know if Dom will let me talk about bowling, but we got
you know what? You can give a high level overview. How the military say, give me the bluff.
Bash Bowling 2024.
There you go.
All right, that's enough.
I'll leave it there. We got the new Bash Bowling coming. We got
That's it.
I got a few other
and a couple
games on
other
here
projects down the
that
pipeline, right?
I can't talk about right now because
There you
again,
go.
6 is in the chat. King Creole's right there. They quick with the
And
mute
I
button.
have the mute button right here.
You guys
ready
quick
to
with the
go.
mute button. Let's just say games I've previously promised, I'm finally able to deliver on.
Okay.
And it works.
So
Neil's
I'm not going to say all of them.
Enough said.
There's some of them. I can't say what they are. Let's just say some games I promised I'm finally able to deliver on.
Yeah. Well, this is exciting. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
We covered. You got a console, handheld console coming, and you have a beast of a powerhouse Android box.
You keep saying me like you weren't super involved, like King Creole wasn't involved, like Prince ain't getting these games out for us.
Right.
It's a team effort. We did this.
Yes,
I could not
we did.
have done that without you. I could not have done that without my bro Six in the chat. I couldn't,
appreciate the support, man.
Let me shout out my guy Twig. Twig's not with Bash anymore, but Twig was here in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Twig,
awesome.
You know what? I'm gonna address Twig, man. Twig, Twig.
He's family forever.
You family, man. Hey, it is what it is, brother. But you was there. Hey, before I got in the building. So hey, shout out to you.
This whole thing, there was a time it was just me and Twig. Twig is doing his complete. Twig is doing great with get off my long gaming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's doing super things. I'm super proud of my big bro. He's doing, and I would not be here for him too. That's why he's still in bowling. He's still getting there. He's still part of this team. So there's a lot of stuff he doesn't know because he's not officially Bash anymore. But that's my brother. His seat is always warm here.
He's a good guy. Very good guy.
So,
I mean, if I go on Amazon right now, I'm not going to see too many Android boxes that meet these specs.
You'll see them with that price.
I was going to see the price range.
You'll see them in the price range,
right?
But you're not going to see them with the. You're not going to see them at $249 with these.
This is good.
So let me ask this, man. I'm gonna play Mensa right now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Look, I'm gonna play Mr. Mensa. I got a tough question. Is this box specs wise? Mm-hmm. Is it comparable to that buy stuff store box that we've been putting in these Terminators and these Ridge Racers? Is it more powerful?
It's more powerful.
That?
Yeah, they're more powerful than those.
Oh shit, that's all I need to know.
It's I can't specify exactly how much, only because I don't really have too many games I can compare it to. But as far as pure technological wise, these are more powerful.
And the reason I say that is because a lot of people know about those Android boxes because they've been buying them to retrofit their arcade one up. So folks out there, if there's a comparison, that would be the quickest comparison. It would be those buy stuff store boxes that you would put in your cabs.
So let's address cats. So this is another thing Jay told me I could talk about. We are currently
got the mute button ready.
Well, no. This is cool to talk about. Jay said this was cool because it's on the UNICO side, but we're planning adapters to retrofit your arcade 1-ups and your MVSX boxes. We're going to start with the MVSX boxes, so these will be upgrades to the actual MVSX hardware that you can just plug and play.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. So with that, I don't know how much you can go into it, but at least I can speculate. This could power the new Candy Cap.
Very much so. So this was initially that was initially the plan, where they were going to have just a arcade 3588 chipset that was going to be an add-on to the Nova Blast caps. So me, I go hard to go home. So I was like, boss man, this is how this is what I want to do. He was like, all right, cool. Not only did he give me his blessing, he got his team together with me. He got me a lot of different facets of help with this. He's got me a lot of math tutor. He's got he's got me an entire set of resources from UNICO to work on this. This is why I've been gone. Everybody's been asking me, where have I been? This is why I've been in the lab with a lot of different people for a long time.
For this question coming up, that way there's no actual answer, but a speculation. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's just it's a dream hypothetical.
Can I, so
you're not answering. You're not answering that this is going to happen. You're answering that there's something you would like to do.
Oh, yeah, of course. So Time Killers and Bloodstorm Online are the very reason why I wanted to do my own cap. Now
I've been waiting on that.
So you got Time Killers.
I've been waiting.
Time Killers was the first game I ever released, publicly. That I want to say AAA. That, I'm not counting Snip Crush because that was just the Google Play thing. But
yeah,
Time Killers was my first game, and this was while I was making Zone Blaster. Zone Blaster is on version 3 right now, so that's still coming. But with Time Killers, that's got a special place in my heart. So me and Josh was just on the phone. We were talking. I was like, hey man, I was like, you're talking about Time Killers, how it goes in there. So I do have plans. I can't say what's coming. I can't say what's not coming. I can't.
No, you can't.
I want Time Killers online just as much as everybody else does. So whatever I can do to make it happen, I'm going to try to. But I cannot.
The screen's Bobby Boo. The screen's
Bobby Boo. Oh my God!
Hey, man, I need Bobby Boo
this box
with a
is clean,
box,
Bobby. We got a rock. We got our arcade 3588 chip in this.
Yes, sir.
Up to 2 terabytes support.
Oh, man.
Bobby, we
Bobby
looking at you.
Stuff cooking too, man. I'm going to have. I'm gonna get one of these review units over to him so he can start looking at some stuff.
He needs one ASAP.
High-low.
Oh, look, Jamie know Bill history.
Oh yeah,
high-low, baby.
So
that's how we all met Bill. That's how I heard of Bill.
Yeah. Bobby's a great person. He's been helping me out a lot.
So I don't know if people knew this or not. Bobby Vu made me this super dope Tron cabinet that I still have to this day. Like it was my favorite cabinet. Like it was super clean. Like,
I got a custom Bobby Vu outrun.
Oh man.
Yeah, Mister got that
Bobby,
outrun.
Get the Bobby Vu original.
And he gave me the Bobby Vu
trophy.
Yeah, hey, wait
a minute.
It's Bobby Vu approved. So,
I live 20, 30 minutes max from Bobby Vu, and I ain't got my original. Hey, Bobby, we need to make something happen here.
I can't show right now. I'm in the lab.
Go to Bobby. Hey, Bobby, I'm pulling up. I
would show it if I could, bro. I'm in the lab right now. I can't right now. I'm at the house. Yeah.
I'm pulling up on Bobby. Bobby, I need that exclusive that Mensa and Bill got. Hey, you know what I like?
Steven on that sauce today.
But look, Bobby has this. I was a big Knight Rider fan, and Bobby has this damn cab that's like the damn. Bro, I was like, bro, how did you pull this off?
That was a sexy cab, man.
Sounds good, Bobby.
Yeah. This is
God,
awesome, man.
But yeah, I'm impressed, Bill. Like to echo Mensa's sentiments, man. I'm impressed. I'm proud of you. We're here to support you. So we're gonna push this. Mensa already sent us the memo. Like, hey, we need to look at this, and we need to make sure that we playing it and make sure that we letting people know the different specs. You guys have been fooling me into getting these handhelds, and this is just one more that I will add to my because Mensa already made me buy 2, so now Bill making me buy another one. So it is what it is. I'm accepting it.
Yeah, we're gonna get our shit together. If you want to reach out, y'all know where to reach us at. Bill's a busy man. That doesn't mean that he's not open talk and discuss, but if it's going to be bash business, he's going to refer you right to us, and we're going to refer you right to 6.
Yep.
And his 6 is going to filter it up to the man. So we're his front line. Y'all know where to reach us at. So make sure if you're going to hit him up, you might as well just come through us first.
And let us know what's the deal.
And then we'll send you the 6.
Oh yeah.
We got Dragon. So shout out to my boy. Let me address Dragon here in the chat. Man, Dragon's one of the most loyalest cats in the game that I've met in this business, man. I got a chance to have breakfast and hang out with Dragon. Dragon is one of our main QA guys. and the type of notes that you want Dragon QA in your game, because Dragon
Let me tell you about
giving you
Dragon.
cliff notes.
Let me tell you about Dragon. And
Dragon giving you an essay.
Oh my God, this guy! I hated Dragon for every single time. Like, God damn it, I gotta send this over.
Dragon got notes.
He's like, he gonna tear me apart. Just tell me it's work, man. And he'll go in and he'll say, "This is wrong," and he'll come in and start taking notes on what's going on, what's happening. You know, he'll give me detailed notes. And I'm like, God damn it, man, just tell me the game works.
Nah.
That's the kind of person you always want.
Man, he do what he's supposed to do, man.
Yes.
Dragon has been told to do a job. And Dragon Army, y'all don't know this, but Dragon Army.
But me and Dragon agree on this. This is what we do.
Yeah,
Dragon is Army, so he know, Bill, how you thinking.
Hey, Bill, see my bullet points. Like
every time when I tell people
pages.
This is why I stress that my team is the reason why we're here. This is why everything's gonna look good. This is when you get it, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is great. You know, it's like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's because of these guys right here. Oh my God, my bro Renzo is up here, man. I want to give a big shout out to him. Because he's giving us heavy metal titans to preload on these machines. We're getting us out there, man. I want everybody to be blasting up, man. Wow. Big shout out to Squash.
What's up, Renzo?
Games, him and Chris. You know what I mean? They
shout out to Renzo. Renzo put me in the game, so I appreciate me and Prince Malcolm is in the game. So shout out to Renzo for that.
Oh yeah. And also, big congratulations on my man on his retirement. He just finally got.
Oh yeah, congrats, man.
He got that DD214 special.
We gonna send him a DD214 blanket.
Oh yeah. So we got we got plans, man. We got things coming out there, and I just want to give a shout out to the community, man, because I would not be here with none of this would be possible without the community, without Jay Mason. I was hoping he would be able to come in, but he's in his lab too. He's got stuff to do, but we've got so much that's coming down the pipe that everything in my head that luckily for me, I got a team that filters it all out and say, okay, concentrate on here, Bill, don't go over there, because I don't know if people remember back in the day, I used to have like 80 different game projects and none of them were finished.
Hey guys, I got a major
Bill.
Major announcement here.
I done told Minister, I said, man, Bill done had 50 million. We done been through 100 games. Bill, we need to complete some games.
I got a game right now that's finished that Fairs will kill me if I don't get out. But we got.
I have a major announcement.
So
major announcement.
We've been working on Pool Bash. Pool Bash is done.
Hey, you're gonna want to hear this.
Bill,
Bill.
Don't announce Pool Bash yet.
Hey, hold up. I got a major announcement.
What's up?
Bobby Blue, hit me up. Like I said, this guy is a great human being. He is sponsoring our channel. 500 sub giveaway. At 500 sub giveaway, he is willing to give away a new A1 Up Killer Instinct, new in the box.
What?
$750 value.
My dog, man.
The winner will pay the shipping, but that is the sponsorship right now. If we hit 500 for our channel, Bobby Blue is supporting us. Thank you so much, brother.
Wow.
I'm gonna cry.
Salute.
Thank you so much,
bro. Wow. 500 sub, bro. Thank you, Bobby, for the support, man.
Man, like that's what I'm talking about. Like when I was talking about with Steven, it's about family, man. Supporting each other. That's amazing.
If Jay was on here, Haywood, I would tell him you need an MVSX. I would tell him you need an ASAP.
Haywood, hey, Haywood, P-Dubs got it.
Bobby's that guy on the news outside the Amazon trucks.
So now I gotta. Now everybody knows how much I hate being on YouTube. So I gotta.
We know.
I gotta do some shows. I got some people's shows I gotta get on. You guys will filter that out. I got a couple that I already said I would
send them our way. Yeah, we'll get you going.
I got to get some shows in, so send your request over to the guys. They'll tell me which ones to go on. It's tough being a CEO when everybody just tells me what to do. But you know what? I'll tell you this: the strongest teams, the strongest leaders, always have the greatest teams behind behind him. I swear to you, and everything. It's
Man.
like I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys, and I'll continue to say that every time. Big shout out to you. Everybody here made this possible. Dan, if it wasn't for him and his 30 million notes making me want to choke him every goddamn day.
Yeah,
ultimately,
Dan don't fuck around with the notes,
every
man.
single time it made everything better. Every single time it was something I needed to do. It could have been little mistakes. 6, if it wasn't for 6, it constantly keeping me on focus, constantly keep me. I don't think you guys understand what 6's job is. It's literally to choke me when I'm doing shit wrong. But it's like his official title is VP of direction, of overall direction of Bash. Everything that happens in Bash is because I went to 6 to say, hey, I'm going to make this idea. I have this idea. I have that idea. I run everything by him. 6 is like, Bill, this is good. Bill, it's not. You know what I mean? It's that it's like I don't want to make him seem like he's light. 6's job is probably one of the most stressful in Bash, and he's constantly doing it. My developers, Ryan and Ferris, without these guys,
Man.
Yes. Ryan was the iArcade lead developer. Ryan has done so many different games for you guys that you don't even
He's the
know.
guy behind iArcade y'all never knew about.
He saved iArcade.
Give that man a better. Give him another shout out. Say it again.
The whole reason they lasted even longer is because Ryan was making these things happen. Ryan made Legend of Kage happen. Ryan, a lot of the stuff is built on Retro Bash technology. Retro Bash, it's
let them know, Bill.
The only reason why it's called Retro Bash is because it was a place here. He needed a name, and this Bash is his home. Ryan created Retro Bash from scratch. You know what I mean? It was at first it started off where he was going to, just take code from RetroArch. Then he was like, I don't like how this works. I'm doing this. I don't like how this works. I'm doing that. And even now he's working on online gameplay, and he started taking GGPO code. He was like, you know what? I can do this better. Ryan built a network stack from scratch. It's like beautiful. So I don't think he doesn't get his flowers enough. But Ryan, that's my bro, Honky Kong. If it wasn't for him, a lot of games out there wouldn't be here. I can't talk about them all.
Put me to work.
Still in the NBA, but a lot of games you guys wanted that you wanted online is because of him.
He put me to work with that stuff. Hey, perfect timing. Great way to close it out. I'm gonna pivot to the host and then pivot to you one more time, and we'll close this out. Prince, you got anything?
Just like to share and thank Bill for the wonderful information about the handheld and the box. This is a landslide perfect shoe-in for all of the developers that are out there, especially, like I said before, that can't get into the gaming industry or get taken advantage by the gaming industry by many of the publishers. This is a home run for them.
Okay.
King Creole?
My bad. To step away, I'm helping my mom cook.
No, you're good, man. That's off the cuff, man. We're doing what we got to do.
What we do? What you say?
We're closing it out, and I'm pivoting it to you, and then we're going to close it out.
Man, I just want to say, you asking me for last words?
Yes, sir.
Man, look, Bill, you know how it is. We distant relatives for those who don't know. I'll announce it. Fuck it. It'll come out eventually. But I'm proud of you, Bill. We just here to support, man. We just want to make sure that you're successful. And always remember that, you're only as good as your team. And so every time you need something, you got to look to the team. Carlo already know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm helping moms. But yeah, I just want to say we support you. Off the Cuff is a friend. Anytime you got something that you got to talk about, vent about, you want to put out there, this is what Off the Cuff is about. So shout out to you. We're here to support and also welcome Prince Malcolm. Clap, 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 clap him up. We're going to support him because we want to make sure that he is able to do his job properly and successfully. So thank you, Bill, for your time, man.
Good news is if this happens, I think you'll have full transparency, and I'm sure you'll get your money back.
So I think transparency has been my weak point, not because I'm not transparent, but because I'm pretty much too transparent. I talk too damn much. So I think the cool thing
Bill has a too transparent
and I got the mute button ready to go.
I tell everybody everything. I tell
6.
too much. So if it gets delayed for any reason, you guys know you can call me for anything. I'll be the first one to say, hey, this is delayed.
Fact 6.
It's delayed because somebody tripped over this and broke the ship. We're going to go out there. They'll see me on the boat trying to find where the hell the packages are. But
and the $1 million question, Bill, is who gave Tech Buzz a Cadillac margarita tonight? Because he's on fire. I want to know who gave it to him.
Hey, what? Oh man! So I can't. I don't want to
on fire
speculate.
tonight.
I got some ideas because I feel like I've seen some things happen. I've seen. Some
here you go. I ain't gonna. You see his last comment.
All right, guys.
Oh no. For me,
right,
at least with
in
me,
the show, Mensa. In the show, we had
it's good that way. But I won't say this.
We about to.
So to close this out, I don't want to
out.
talk about whatever is coming out. I don't want to talk about anything else coming out. I won't talk any more bash because my head hurts. I will say this once again. Thank you to the community. You know, everybody who helped me get this far. Everybody who's starting the pre-orders. You know, everybody who gets a pre-order. I will definitely be in communication, making sure everybody gets their stuff in, making sure, you know, everything starts shipping at the end of December. So at the end of December, I'll be putting up posts. Hey, it's coming. It's coming. Here's tracking numbers. You know what I mean? Mince is super slick with the ship, you know, making sure stuff's coming up. So anything that comes in, we
already gave that game stuff. He's gonna get it too. I promise you.
My whole thing is, you know, with this, I can't wait to see what developers are able to do with it because, again, I'm the target audience. I'm the indie dev that also wants to play these games, and I'm going to play these. I can't get these games on Nintendo Switch, and then the indie games I can get on Nintendo Switch, I can't find them unless they're super cheap. And then when they're super cheap, you know, those games that are 99 cents that are coming on Nintendo, you can't even claim that money until you hit like a certain point. So with this, they'll be able to they could put it out for 50 cents and they'll get their 50 cents for whatever they choose to charge for this game. They're going to get their money. You know, the only time we have to take money is from the global match on the retro side for the ROMs for the the license holders. But for Android games, you can put them on our platform. We'll provide you with the tools. You don't have to go through us for publishing. You put your games here, they're yours. You made these games. You made this happen. I want to play it. I'm going to buy it just like everybody else is. Yeah. So, you know, and if I can help you with marketing, I'm going to do that. But you put these games out. These are your titles. You put them on the platform. I'll help you wherever we can just with platform tools. But these are yours. You earned your money.
All right. Well, it's been a great show. We hit the hour mark. I think we said what we had to say.
I'm excited.
We're all proud of you. We're proud of each other. Everyone pat each other on the back. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, King Creole. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Six. Thank you to all our supporters, Bobby Vu, Tech, everybody in the chat. We love you all. You have a great day.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.